Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Thương from Saigon University and this is the video about my field trip to the west of Vietnam. Now let's get into it. Before we go, I must have the negative result with COVID-19 first. All done, now let's get in our car. It's a beautiful morning and we are getting away from Ho Chi Minh City and go to the west of Vietnam on Saigon Trung Lương Highway. And here we are, the first destination of the trip, Sam Mountain. Sam Mountain is only a few kilometers away from Châu Đốc city center to the west and about 62 kilometers away from Long Xuyên city center to the northwest. This mountain has more than 200 pagodas and temples. Among them, Ba Chiếu Sứ Temple, Tây An Pagoda and Thoại Ngọc Hậu Tom are three most popular. Sam Mountain is a must-visit destination if you want to know more about Vietnam Buddhism. Later that day, we have a chance to enjoy the specialty of Châu Đốc, fish show hot pot. Then we visit the Ba Chiếu Sứ Temple again. In the nightlife, this temple looks even more beautiful and sacred. On the second day, we leave Châu Đốc and head to the next destination, Cắm Mountain in Tịnh Biên, An Giang. We use cable car to get to the top of the mountain. From the cable car, we can enjoy the breathtaking view of the whole mountain. One of the must-see places in Cắm Mountain is Thủy Liêm Lake, a 60,000 meter square lake on top of a mountain. People believe that we can feed those fish in this lake to make them take away your bad luck and sorrow. Our next stop is Vạn Liên Pagoda. This pagoda is located on a gentle mountainside with many lush flowers growing all year round, thus creating a potent landscape. In the front of the pagoda is the bell tower and many more magnificent constructions inside. Along with Phật Lớn Pagoda, display attracts millions of pilgrims every year. On day 3 of the trip, we will temporarily leave the mainland on the high-speed ship to the first island city in Vietnam, Phú Quốc Island.
Đó, nè, đứng đây quay đi.
We switch to a new car and get to our first destination today, Ngọc Hiền Pearl. Inside, we are welcomed and introduced to the history of the common, the many kinds of pearls, how to collect them, and the way they transform them into artwork and jewelry. The next stop is Đảo Ngọc Honey Farm. In this place, we get to know about the hive, the way people rise and collect honey, taste the honey ice cream, and of course, we buy some honey. We also have a chance to try Phú Quốc fresh seafood in Thủy Tinh 2 restaurant. After lunch, we visit the Khai Hoàng traditional fish show store, where we can see the traditional way Vietnamese people make the fish show for hundreds of years. Later that day, I go to the beach near the resort and I was amazed by the beauty of the beach and the sunset. Combined, it created an unforgettable moment in my life. On the second day in Phú Quốc, we visit Phú Quốc Vinpearl Safari. This safari is located in a primeval forest with an area about 280 hectares. It is a zoo designed according to the semi-wild model safari. It is also the first semi-wild zoo in Vietnam. Vinpearl Safari is the home of more than 3,000 animals from more than 150 different species from Europe, Asia, America, and South Africa. The animals here are raised in the best condition according to the international standard. and every 2 times a day where you can see many well-trained birds in a show called the Wimpole Safari Bird Show. And we can try ourselves to feed many kinds of animals like goats, sheep, or even giraffes. Later that day, we visit one of the most beautiful beaches in Phú South Beach. South Beach is located in Angkor, Phú City in the southwest windy area. South Beach is relatively shallow and safe for children and non-swimmers. The identifying feature of South Beach is a wide sand coastline stretching up to 7 kilometers, tall green coconut tree, and a clear, calm sea. According to locals, thousands of starfish used to flock to the coast at sunset many years ago, creating an outstanding national spectacle. On day 5, we leave Phú Island and return to the mainland. It's only been 2 days, but I think I'm already in love with this place. I will certainly visit this island again soon. In the afternoon, under heavy rain, we come to Cần Thơ, an appealing city lying next to the Cần Thơ River. On that evening, we go to Cần Thơ night market and enjoy Cần Thơ specialty, cá kèo hot hot. And then we return to the resort and enjoy the breathtaking scenery of Cần Thơ City from a coffee shop on the 13th floor. And it's already the last day of the trip. Today we will visit the last destination. Go into the courtyard and look up at the majestic main hall. The main hall is located in the middle of the monastery complex with 2 floors and a long roof. Visiting Trúc Lâm Phương Nam Monastery is returning to the space of stillness. Entering the monastery, you will feel like stepping into another world, where there is no hustle and bustle, only your pure heart toward Buddha. On the way back to Ho Chi Minh City, we go through Cần Thơ Bridge, which connects the 2 areas, Cần Thơ City and Vĩnh Long Province. And that is the end of my trip to the west of Vietnam. This was a spectacular trip and I had a chance to see and learn many new things about my beautiful country. And this is also the end of this video. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe to my channel to see more videos in the future. And finally, see you next trip.